Another person staying vigilant right now, Jane Castor. She spent 31 years in law enforcement, 6 as Tampa's top cop. She hasn't worn the badge since her retirement in 2015, but as 10 News reporter Josh Adorowicz shows you, the former police chief still finds herself right in the middle of what has become one of the city's biggest unsolved crimes.
Sort of uniquely that this is happening in the neighborhood that you've called home since you were 21.
Yes, long time.
What is that? What dynamic is that like for you?
Well, it's you know, as a police officer, it wouldn't really matter what neighborhood it occurred in. You know, this is my hometown, but I think that Seminole Heights really, as a neighborhood, defines the city of Tampa. You know, the strength, the resilience, the sense of community that we have here in Seminole Heights is indicative of what a great city we have. And I think instead of this crime really causing a widespread panic, it's shown those characteristics.
From when you first moved in, at the age of 21, you've lived in several homes now since then. So you've rehabbed 3 homes.
Yes.
Was this the first one?
This was the first one here.
Happened to be right here.
Lived here for a number of years.
Have you ever considered leaving in wake of all of this?
No. Oh, absolutely not.
You can see it. Police presence is amped up like no other here.
Yes.
As a result, you're seeing more stops. Consequently, we've seen more arrests as well.
Correct.
How do you balance policing with, we've heard criticisms from the NAACP, balance that with protecting personal rights?
And that's something that has to be balanced by the encounter with the officers, you know, dealing with the citizens saying, look, I'm sorry you've been stopped this many times, but please understand the overarching goal here is to make sure we have no more loss of life.
But if I'm someone who's maybe been stopped 3, 4, 5 times, there's a level of frustration there, right?
Maybe you would trade those encounters with law enforcement for not being a potential victim of the serial killer.
And Josh joins me right now. Josh, a lot of people may not realize how small of an area that Seminole Heights really is.
No, very small actually in the greater scheme of Tampa. And we were particularly walking on the northeast side of that neighborhood here today. We covered a lot of ground physically, but also just in our conversation, including I asked how the former chief felt about the mayor's often strong statements that he's made on these killings lately. I'll bring his head to me. Listen. What do you think of the mayor's response in all of this?
I think the mayor's done a great job. He's always had the best interests of the community at heart, and he wants this person off the street as much or more than the police department.
Now, as for the rumors of whether Castor will run when Mayor Bob Buckhorn's term is up in 2019, I asked her about that too. She said that she has launched an exploratory committee, which is really just the first official step to starting a campaign. But she said these killings have really underscored her desire to serve. So stay tuned on that.
Yeah, very good information to know. Thanks so much, Josh. And of course, we have a lot of that information and really information on everything that's going on in Seminole Heights up on our website. That's WTSP.com. And now is a good time to download our free 10 News app. We'll send you an alert the moment we get any major update from police.